This is supposed to be done smoothly. We got back to 20 people. All right, guys, sorry. Let's return back to Unita Wu from Home Warranty of America. Unita, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you, Kelvin. Hi, everyone. Unita Wu, Home Warranty of America, your 13 months home warranty. Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you for your home warranty needs. We still have special promotion, free one upgrade for the buyers until February 28th. And I want to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day and Kong Si Fa Choi, and wishing you guys all the prosper and healthy and wonderful 2021. Thank you for all your support.
Okay, thank you for that, Unita. Gong Hei Fa Choi. Brady Brady came here to hear that as well. Let's go ahead and talk to, I see Nicole, and then we'll do Jason Hellawell.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, Kelvin, your little one's growing so fast. Great to see all of you.
Thank you. Yeah, he's.
How old is he now?
A year and a half. He's yeah, almost a year and a half.
Time is flying by way too fast. Nicole Menard, Fidelity National Title, thank you so much for allowing us to join your bi-weekly meetings. We really appreciate it. Wishing you all a beautiful Valentine's weekend, President's weekend. So just a reminder that the County Recorder's Office is closed on Monday. And Gong Hei Fat Choi, Gong Si Fat Sai, and Tuk Mung Namoy. Enjoy.
Wow, you know so many languages. That's awesome. That's sweet. Thanks, Nicole. Jason Hellawell, you're.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, how's it going, everybody? God, happy New Year and everything. Thanks for letting me come on the meeting this morning. Just want to let you know, order your NHDs ahead of time. There's a lot of new stuff in there, especially with the new home hardening documents you have to have in your car forms. Get the NHD ahead of time, see if it's in a high fire zone or high severity fire zone, so you can get that document out right away with all your other disclosures. Anyways, anything you need, call me, email me, Jason with Property ID, and thank you so much for all your support over all these years. Take care, everybody.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Let's go ahead. I have Scott Shimamoto and then Andy Pack right after that.
Good morning, everybody. Scott Shimamoto, Journey Mortgage Advisors. I just want to let you guys know about like solar panels. This is a big deal, and it's going to become more of a big deal as we go along and people get solar panels. But depending on if they own or lease the solar panels, that could really affect the loan, because if the solar panels are owned, now what they're doing is they're calling it a second, they're putting it in second place, like quote, behind a first mortgage. And when that happens, it could potentially affect the pricing of the first mortgage, which means you might have a buyer that may qualify now, and then they get the solar panels in, and all of a sudden the rate goes up and now they can't qualify. So if you're out there buying, or if you're listing too, if you have solar panels, you need to check with a loan officer and find out, how that's going to affect the loan, if it's going to affect the loan. The ones that are leased and stuff like that, they're not a problem. But if it is an owned solar panel situation, it could turn into a nightmare for you. So, if you have questions on that, call me or what have you, and I'll help you with that. Thanks.
Hey, Scott, appreciate it. Yeah, there could be definitely a lot of issues with solar panels on affecting the closing, where sometimes it's a deal breaker. Your buyer or someone who does not want to take on and assume that lease, or they can't come to terms on the payment, it is a deal breaker. Some sellers don't know what they signed. A lot of sellers don't know what they signed. I'm sorry. Go ahead and Andy Pack.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Andy Pack with California Best Title. I just wanted to wish everybody happy Chinese New Year. And we have moved to California Best Title, and we're doing exciting things in terms of farming software. So check back with me, send me an email if you want to set it up. We're going to have like on the property profile website where you pull up properties, you're going to be able to see if it's like distressed property, or it's going to have a lot more information than as to supposed to traditional property profile system. So give it a try and let me know anything we can do to assist. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Andy.
No problem.
let's go ahead and have, all right, hold on. I can't see who's in here. Joe Haggerty, come on in. Joe Haggerty, you in the room? And then we'll do Dan Chapman right after that.
Morning, everyone. Joe Haggerty with Orange Coast Title. Definitely wishing you all a happy Chinese New Year, very prosperous one. A happy Valentine's Day, President's Day. We have so many holidays this month.
Hey.
When you guys are thinking about your sellers, please make sure you order prelim ahead of time. As you all know, properties are, pretty much like moving really quick. So, ordering your prelim ahead of time is really important. I'm sure we can all agree on that. Also with your sellers, remind them to get their package back to escrow with all their signed stuff. It's still very common that statement of information is like coming into us at the last minute on like almost every deal. So, really push your clients to get all this paperwork into escrow as soon as possible. If you guys have any questions about an upcoming listing and you want to know what's going on, or your buyer is looking at a property and you have questions about that property, I'm always here. I can let you know if there are solar agreements recorded to the property. I can, definitely give you a good idea of what's going on with that property in terms of solar, if anything is recorded. So please contact me. I'll leave my contact in the text. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Brandon, did I call you after that?
All right, thanks, Kelvin. And I'll give you my Mandarin and Cantonese Lunar New Year. I've learned it, and hopefully it goes well. So, Gong Xi Fa Chai and Gong Hei Fa Choi. Happy Lunar New Year.
Thank you. That's awesome.
I hope everyone has a happy Lunar New Year, happy Valentine's, happy Presidents. I know it's a busy weekend. And if you need anything in regards to AB 38, I know we have a lot of properties falling into these fire zones. So if you have any specific questions, we do have our geological staff that is available if you have any clients that have very specific technical questions. And I also have some great videos that I'll be able to send to you with our geologist, Pat McClellan. He is a certified geologist, and he goes into some of those specifics that Carr has talked about in regards to Assembly Bill 38. And if you ever have the chance in the next couple of months to see Gov Hutchinson, I highly recommend it. He has done a great job in explaining Carr's point of view when it comes to Assembly Bill 38. So if you need a video of Gov, I can actually send that to you if you don't have a chance to get on one of those meetings. So reach out to me anytime. I'll put my information in the chat, and everyone have a great week.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Brandon. Did we already have Dan Chapman come on? I think I called you on. Dan?
Yeah, no, that's okay. I came on late. Thanks,
Okay.
Kelvin. Dan, AQMS, National Van Lines. And just a heads up, if you've got clients that are moving out of state, we are probably going to see an earlier than usual peak season coming up. So like I usually say, get them in front of a mover as early as possible, even if you don't have a date or an exact address for a destination yet, or getting that thing all lined up. Thank you.
Short and sweet. Awesome. Who did I not call yet? I'm going down the participants.
Looks like Sandy Franco wants you to call on her.
Sandy, come on in.
Thank you, Dan. I'm sitting here flattening my hands. Just want to let everybody know that yes, Monday is a legal holiday, but our sales support we are open. If you guys have clients who need claims, they can call me, they can call into service. We're open, we're ready to help people. So have a fantastic holiday weekend, but we are here if you need us. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sandy. Also, FYI, our company is back to Crest. So make a notation, we're back to Crest, and that's for this year. Okay. That's a good segue into the meeting portion, guys. What's up?
You forgot me, Calvin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
here quietly, patiently.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Maria. Please share.
That's
And
okay,
Fitch,
Calvin.
it's great to see you again on your face. I'm all over the place right now because honestly, I am working from home and I got my baby around. Go ahead, Maria.
You're being multitasking. So basically, just to echo what Sandy said, the holidays are coming up, but nonetheless, we are here to help you with service calls. I put my information on the chat, my emails. Congratulations on being Crest again. Would love to discuss what those benefits are to your office and what it means to have the seller's protection coverage, along with ordering their Crest plan. Now, we launched our new home warranty protection back in February the 1st. Email me if you would like your own brochures mailed to your home. I am doing that because I am aware that many people at the moment are still reluctant to go into offices because they have the seniors in their home and they want to be conscientious of protecting them. So they're taking extra measures. So I can send you a buyer's package, a listing package, calendars, notepads, pens, you name it. I have it. I will send it to you. Presently sending out 100 packages are going out today, as a matter of fact. But we're here to help you. And again, questions or concerns are always answered. We want to make sure that we take care of you. So with that being said, again, you have a lovely week. Thank you, everybody.
All right, Maria, thank you for that, sharing it. Did I miss any other affiliates before we move on to the meeting portion of the? Okay. All right. Looks like I did hit everyone. Glad to have all our wonderful affiliates working and helping us and joining us and sharing with us so much news. So it's awesome to have everyone here coming together, even though we can't be together physically. I just wanted to go and transition to the slides. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. I do apologize. As you guys can obviously see, I'm all over the place, bouncing around with my baby, working from home, juggling CARM readings. It's a very busy week for all of us, and it's also Chinese New Year. So I'll start out with wishing everyone a happy Chinese Lunar New Year. It's going to be Year of the Golden Ox, and a lot of exciting, good stuff. We did have a feng shui person visit our office last week and give myself and some of the people around some tips how to improve our feng shui this year. And so we have redecorated, we switched around some things, and I got personally tasked to order a cat that goes like this. And so now I'm looking for one to put in front of my room because apparently my room is very lucky if I had that cat. So I'm gonna go get that thing. But yes, celebrating Lunar New Year. Unfortunately, we can't come together, but it would definitely, what you want to do is just make sure you're celebrating and doing things still. If you're going to be seeing family, practice all you can to keep yourself safe, because COVID still is spreading. Although we do hear the news that there is some dip in the number of people getting the virus, but at the end of the day, you got to protect yourself. So we're still running and operating. We may be, coming in and you might be getting your thermometer checked on your forehead. So please kindly just smile and appreciate that we're trying to protect everyone in our office, and just taking our protocols seriously. But if you want to read our updated COVID prevention plan, it's in our Drive folder. It's updated, I think a month and a half ago I updated that. I just wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping. There is, if you're experiencing any symptoms at all, we would like you not to come into the office, and we would rather adapt and help you with whatever you need. If you need us to print something out for you or bring out some papers or something that you need from the office and you happen to be very, very sick or coughing, please call the front desk to get you and help you out. Speaking on the Dodger Stadium, I sent out a week ago the moment they announced a new set wave of vaccination appointments. Did anyone successfully be able to get their appointment scheduled for the Dodger Stadium or one of the other sites? like the pods and the, there's one in the Fairplex.
I'm still too young.
Okay, you're not essential enough, Dan. But they are accepting the seniors, 65 years and older, as well as frontline healthcare workers. Normal people like Dan and myself, we're going to be in a different tier. I don't know what tier. We're the purple tier right now, and I think there's going to be some 1A, 1B, and then I think we're down here. So as probably by midsummer or spring, hopefully it's spring, but we'll be able to have our turn. But it's for the right reason. It's giving it to the vaccine to the people who need it the most. And so I understand it. They're prioritizing classes of people, protected people, and it's absolutely normal. Don't lie on your application process. I have heard of some people saying that they're 65 and they're maybe like 55. Even though you are able to get your probably appointment scheduled, they will be checking IDs. I've heard some workers not check ID, so some people got through, but at the end of the day, save the vaccine for those who need it the most. I did hear a second kind of concerning thing for those of you who are scheduled for your second dose. I would just be very extra cautious or stay by the doctor. I have heard of a second dose for those in doing the vaccine some people are having complications. So, I don't know whether it's an ethnic thing or a blood type thing, or whether it's just one in maybe it's just the wrong application. But I heard some people having issues with the second dosage, and I heard this from someone who works at the funeral at the mortuary. So it's hearsay. It's not factual, but just letting you know what I heard from him, that there's a lot of deaths going on. Okay. Our new calendar's up. We have a few new trainings to share with you, and I want to encourage you. Thank you, Nancy. She's volunteering to be with us tomorrow at 1 o'clock, teaching us great stuff about vesting, about doing a title description, how to read that thing, and how to explain that to our clients. What's the different types of vesting, and I think that's very important for agents not to tell the clients what are the differences of vesting, because there are many different differences, and this is a legal way to hold your property. We don't want to be giving legal advice or planning on that, because there are certain issues when you, for example, go as joint tenancy versus tenants in common. And maybe you're buddies with a friend today, and you guys agree, hey, let's be joint tenants. Let's sign up for a property and buy this and get the income. I put in 200,000, you put in 200,000, and it will share the income. Okay, they walk in, they're joint tenants, they're equal owners. They're friends at that time. And then 5 years, 10 years down the line, what happens? Maybe they get married. Maybe one of those buddies gets a wife who doesn't want to share stuff with other people. Maybe that wife wants to be on title too. I'm not going to tell you what the situation is, or you heard it before, but when you have a situation like this, you got to change title, you got to sell, you got to change, ownership. Joint tenancy won't let you do that unless you re-record, you strike a new agreement, you change the vesting, and when you change the vesting or you change the relationship, you and your partner, your friend, your relationship might not be the same, or he might get more greedy, or he might be in a different financial position where he may want to buy you out, or maybe he can't even afford to buy you out. It's always vice versa. There's usually one party trying to trigger something, and the other party may not agree. It might trigger reassessment if you have this transfer. Okay, so you got to think about that. But then that's in a friendly situation. And what happens if you were in a spouse situation, and then when you have a divorce situation, you have community property? And how long have they been married together? Is it 1 year or is it 2 year? And this California has special laws on community property. So I don't want to go into the differences. That's for Nancy to talk about tomorrow. I wanted to open some thoughts in your mind so that you can ask Nancy all these great questions tomorrow. All right. I have some older slides in here. I didn't update them. But what I wanted to show you was a couple of different things, and I'm going to get into the sales meeting. I want to remind you something really important regarding the CARES 2 Act that was signed by Biden on January 21st. So this is a program, and I do have some resources that I'm listening to and on the CAR director level this week. And basically, they're allowing different types of benefits. Obviously, there's stimulus money that's being planned to come to a lot of all of us taxpayers. But not only is there that as well, one of the biggest things is SB81. Okay, and I wanted to talk about that and bring up a little bit of. I want to show you a couple of things. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Hopefully you guys can see me logged in with this funny guy in the chair. This is the CAR website. You guys hopefully are logging in this several times every week, correct? So let me show you how to navigate a couple of areas. And obviously it is gonna look a little bit different than you, but we do have something that I have what's called meeting and events, okay? And I am a board of director, but every single CAR member, which is you guys that belong to CAR, you do have access to the meeting schedule, okay? You have access to some of these forums and different types of meetings, and that's part of your member benefits is to check out what's on the, there's various materials that we review as directors, but there's still great classes that you can watch. One of them I'm gonna invite you to is called Realtor Risk Management. That's on Friday. And this is hosted by Gov Hutchinson that Joe Haggerty, I think, offered, or was it? I can't remember. Someone offered the link. It was Brandon. Brandon attends those meetings. I see them in there. And these links are actually our legal attorneys teaching us how to stay out of court. So if you want to go to that, you could register for some of these meetings. I'm not sure what it looks like for yours, but basically you just go to the current business meetings and we're going to check out the various types of sessions. And as I go down in here, I'm going to look for the topic that I'm very interested in. You can go somewhere else to read about what is important or what the description of each committee does. But for example, the one that I would invite you, I tell you is very, very good, is the Realtor Risk Management Consumer Protection Forum right here on February 11th. It is Thursday, not Friday. 8 o'clock, Gov Hutchinson usually speaks for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And you got to register for this on your own Zoom account. Click that link and you can get yourself in with a link registration and watch this one. It's very, very helpful way to do disclosures. What kind of, and he actually gives the realtors opportunities to ask questions as well, as long as there's time. Currently, I am busy this week, guys. I am serving on various committees, but I'm attending I already attended the Investment Housing Committee. That's where I serve as a committee member. I do serve on Realtor Risk Management, and I serve on Legislative Committee right here. So there's a lot of hot topics going on. And in regards to what's going on in terms of the agenda and various things, there's one thing that's very important to talk about. Let me show you what's on the agenda. This is stuff that is called hot topics that is in our legislation that our senators, assemblymen, our representatives are trying to push forward to get enough signatures and adoption to pass over some bills. So there's a couple of bills that I'm going to kind of just tell you. This is not put into law yet. So please understand, CAR will say stuff like we are neutral, we sponsor or against certain types of bills. And we directors every single year review every bill to make sure it's in line with our industry or it's not. And for example, one of them that we are sponsoring is, or in favor of, is using your prior surname to allow realtors have the ability to use their prior surname. So if I'm a female and my name was Kelvin Chang, and then all of a sudden I got married and I changed my last name to whatever. You know, you can, some people do a hyphen in the middle. Sometimes they adopt a new one. You can use both. That's just one thing. They want to have more fee transparency in land and how they evaluate what all the expenses and costs when they audit and do these assessments. So it's kind of important for us to know what are our legislation and what are the people who are directing those legislators. What are the hot issue points during a pandemic? Where are they focusing their time and their efforts in writing some bills? So Salas is spending it on fee transparency. We have Blanca Rubio. She's doing updating California's affordable housing cost study. And this is transparency on the costs that are associated with when a builder, when they do what's called producing a home and construction. Are they doing affordable or a market rate construction? If they have that kind of a cost study, maybe we can find out where are the pitfalls for a lot of the builders and developers when they build and construct property. And obviously there's multiple pitfalls. One is the land cost is high, acquisition. Number two is the permit time period, the red tape that goes through submitting the architect, getting the code and building department to approve your plans. That could be a 9-month, 1-year project just to get them to sign off and approve your plans. One of the other expensive things about the costs are the engineering studies, the requirements to do certain things like satisfy CEQA, which is the California, they have they protect the environment. We have other people who are trying to protect habitats. And there's other costs that are very expensive. Obviously, it is what's called the cost of wood right now. Wood and lumber is super expensive to the point where I think construction costs have nearly doubled this as compared to 2 or 3 years past. Why don't you guys read this? I gotta open the door right now real quick. Hi there, how are you? All right. Hopefully see citizen. Thank you. I just got a delivery. I had to open the door and sign for. All right, so we have another senator. This is Caballero, and this is talking about conversion of commercial property into housing. And so, we always have what's called the zoning, and that's there to protect zones and regions. SB6 is designed, maybe you take a parking lot, or maybe it's a place that's zoned for an office or retail. And maybe you do housing developments, whether it's above like mixed use or whether you convert and make it easier to turn those into housing areas. Obviously, we're seeing that some of our senators are trying to get and add to the housing supply. That's where they're trying to address the issues of our expensive pricing of homes. Let's add to the supply. That'll help satisfy some demand, and hopefully that will level off some of the crazy pricing that we see this past year. SB263 is Susan Rubio's implicit bias training for real estate licensees. I'm not going to talk about each one. Let's go back into the ones that are really important, I guess. Implicit bias training is not that important. I don't want to discuss that. I want to talk about SB81. That's just one thing that's really important. So in yesterday's meeting, when I was in investment housing, we were talking about that on our agenda. This is regarding what I want to talk about was the tenant relief program. They're packaging it in different types of programs. One of them is by AB16, which is CHEW. There's another one that is a COVID-19 temporary nationwide eviction moratorium. And there's another one that was discussed, and that's the one that I was going to talk about, which is SB81. I can't see it on this. Let me go back. So anyway, there's two other bills that's on the agenda, and the summary is, I think those are going to be defeated because they're already addressed in our SB81. So there is an area that I shared to the people yesterday where we can find a great link on the tenant relief. And there is a frequently asked questions right here where there's a tenant relief act. And there's another one that I emailed yesterday. I'm still trying to look for that link. But it was a great link and access. It was really just to help you understand what are the protections regarding the eviction moratorium laws. And let me get into my email and I'll show you guys where we're at. Do you guys see my email right now? Someone say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this link right here talks, and this is what I wanted to focus on before we get into the slides. Go to landlord tenant. This link here is called landlordtenantdre.ca.gov. Okay, I think you can also call it housingiskey.org. And what I did is I went to the landlord and tenant section and the state rental assistance program. So what you want to do, and this is, from the DRE as well, is kind of helps us understand that the eviction moratorium has been extended all the way up to June 30th, 2021 for California. It's been extended for those who have, who are having hardship, who have been impacted by tenants. But one of the important things to understand is the tenant, there's a discussion already from the agents. A tenant needs to pay at least 25% of the rent owed from September 20 to June 21st, 2021, I'm sorry. And that will protect them from not being evicted. If they pay 23%, that's not enough. And that is, they would be, not protected. So therefore, we're not here to teach them, but they do have to have some notices being sent and delivered to them. There is an emergency rental assistance program. And if anyone is struggling or someone lost their job or someone who's unemployed, they may be able to double dip in their benefits. Not only are they going to get unemployment, they might be able to apply for emergency rental assistance program. And that's where they can try to basically help with people who have households that are 80% the AMI of the area. And you have to do just type in your area and median income of your city to find out what that income level is. And if they're below that threshold of 80%, then they can get special help. If they're below 50% of that AMI, they can get priority program assistance, okay? So just make sure and let people know if you have a tenant that's not paying you or your client, maybe encourage them to get the emergency funds so that they can use those funds to give it to your landlord. However, you can't threaten them to just give it to you. They have to voluntarily pay your landlord. The protect tenants impacted by COVID-19. So there is another law that just basically keeps them in place till June 30th and prevents landlords and low-income tenants from selling or assigning their rental debt to a third-party debt collector. So that's kind of like some people, say, I have 6 months of debt. I'm going to sell it to this guy, and he has the rights to chase you, tenant. That's not going to be allowed. Okay. So there's pay or quit notices that are, that have been extended. Instead of 3 days notice to pay or quit, I have to give tenants a 15-day notice to pay or quit. So that's quite a lengthy 5 times delay. And it kind of just protects those tenants that are being evicted for just cause if the landlord is shown to be really evicting the tenant for COVID-19 related non-payment of rent. So I hope you guys understand that, because I just covered just cause in my last class last week, last Tuesday. But basically just cause means the landlord has the right to evict someone because there's a breach of contract, the tenant is not following certain terms, maybe they added a lot of people, maybe this and that. But right now, landlords should not be evicting for COVID-19 related non-payment of the rent received. That's not your excuse if you're going to look for an eviction. You look for something else, like the tenant is running a business. They are having too many people that are not named in the contract. They are doing short-term rentals like Airbnb without your approval. They're doing a nuisance to yourself, to the neighborhood, to the street. And nuisances could be noise, like pets. It could be a nuisance like parking or parties or whatever. So that's the way you want a strategy if you want to have a tenant vacated from your property. Property owners impacted by COVID-19. There's the only thing, you see all of these benefits and protections, it's all for the tenant. Everything, okay? Keeps them in place. As long as they pay 25% of your rent and this and that, and notice to pay in 3 days is 15 days. Everything helps them. But what helps the landlord? We got one line in here that helps the landlord. They get mortgage forbearance, okay? They basically say that mortgage forbearance is, if I have a 30-year loan and I stop paying for 5 months, they're just gonna add 5 months at the end. So I'll have a 30-year plus 5 month. There won't, there might be some workarounds, but basically that's the gist of what a forbearance is. So we won't get foreclosed on by our bank, but our payment is still due, our rent is still due, our mortgage payment is not getting any relief, but the tenant's rental payments are getting relief. So therefore, all the legislation is really, the way I'm reading into it in my director meetings is landlords, investors are going to be taking a big bulk of this burden and hardship of COVID-19 and the relief, okay? So that's basically what I'm kind of want to share with you. I want to talk about our sales meeting slides and introduce some of our, and talk about a little bit about our new listings. So let's get back into the slides. Sorry, guys. I went on a tangent and I just wanted to make sure you're aware of those issues, because it is very great to talk about with your clients and let them know there is some relief for some of those landlords who are struggling to pay and they're not able to get their mortgage payments. Why not apply it? They can get 80, the current bill that they're talking about, landlords can get 80% of their rent back as long as they do not pursue the tenant for the remaining 20%, okay? So, some people think that's relief. Some people think that's kind of like, I want my 100%. So, why should I have to take and be forced to take 80% of something when I want to, I'm entitled to 100% of something. And there's no right answer. That's who we put in place, and that's what's going on. But they don't have to sign that, apply for that funds. If they want to pursue the 100%, they don't have to have the government help, and the government won't issue them that 80%. So it's optional, okay? Do you guys see my sales meeting slides right now? I'm going to start popping it back up. Can someone say yes or no?
Yes.
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 So right now I'm on our Instagram page. We do have a lot more followers than now. Thank you guys for telling me. So yeah, check it out. We have a lot of cool content, new listings. Hopefully you'll see yours. And some people asked about what we're trying to do. I'm trying to build a really strong social media presence. I have, a marketing grad really working on our online systems. She's building our page for sophistication. We're going to be presenting a more of a luxury, a nicer feel for the company and our properties that we sell. So we're looking for more higher end. We're looking a little bit more for Instagram worthy type of properties that we're going to showcase. And we're going to continue to put all of our listings in Facebook as well to make sure you get the announcements and likes and just really building some activity. We're continuing to put it on YouTube and doing that via Circle Picks. But some of you have not updated your account with your proper email and cell phone. So get into your Circle Picks website if you want to do that. Don't forget about our NAR policy of making sure we put a new listing either active, coming soon, and registered. So there are differences. You can read up on that. I'm sure you guys read all the notices that pop up, but at the end of the day, it's on you to make sure you're in compliance. Otherwise, you have to pay a penalty or violation if you're not staying in compliance and following those reporting rules. Before I get into that, I want to say one thing. I did attend, and you guys were invited yesterday to the Career Compass webinar talking about what Zillow does to the industry when they become a brokerage. Okay, so I want to address that here today real quick. Zillow, as of this year, 2021, has become no longer labeled as a marketing company. Okay, they used to be basically a marketing advertisement online platform to help buyers and sellers, look at properties and go through all that information and data. So but they were labeling themselves as marketing. Right now, they already issued some changes where they have become a brokerage in many different marketplaces. And Zillow, as a brokerage now, we shall construe that to be as a competitor in which they are not playing in the same field as us. They're really controlling the online marketplace, and they are a conglomerate that has lots of investor funding. We're very, as one realtor, as one broker, as one company, we're really powerless to what they have in terms of their power in the millions of eyeballs and traffic that they have every single day. So unfortunately to say, they are not only just a member of CAR, they're a member of NAR, and they're also sitting in lobbying seats as well. Now that they're a brokerage, guess what? They are going to try to enact and pass bills and talk to legislators on things that will support the online platforms, maybe the Zillow industry. And obviously they're going to have a voice heard because they're a big company. So because of this and because of their change as a brokerage, they made certain changes to their business model that will impact us, okay? Their actions will impact us at some level. And if you don't understand that, you are hiding under a rock. So one of the things that they're changing is they are no longer syndicating our rental listings. We have basically, every time a broker has a listing, we choose which people and what websites goes to. I've allowed them to go to Zillow for many years. Since the beginning, I wanted what's best for my client. And as a broker, I made the decision to syndicate to every single website like realtor.com, homes.com, Zillow.com. You'll see it on our competitor sites like Redfin as well. And so I don't limit our data because I believe as an economist, full exposure is how we get full price or best market price and value for like more clients. And that's my overall goal. I hope you guys have the same goals as well. So because of that, the websites are not, right now, Zillow used to be paying for that feed and paying good money to Realtor.com to get that data. But now, as a brokerage, they don't have to pay any fees to NAR, to Realtor. They just pay their normal broker fees. And because they're a brokerage, they no longer are going to be advertising any company's rental listings. So if your client asks you, "Hi, Kelvin, how come my lease over here at 123 Main Street doesn't have, I can't find it on Zillow?" You're going to have an answer. And the answer is they became a brokerage. I just told you the answer. They're no longer displaying it, everyone's listings, and they're trying to, you can still get your listing on Zillow, but they're going to have to pay them fees. And you get to pay them, either the landlord can pay it, the agent can pay it. You can just tack it onto the rent and, or whatnot, and make it, or whatever. It's going to be an additional expense that's going to add to their brokerage funds. So I don't know what you're going to do with that, but I'm telling you, our MLS works. They can still find it on Realtor.com. They can find it at ColdwellBanker.com. They can find it everywhere. So we don't have to use Zillow's website. Okay. I'm going to speak about that. That's really all I wanted to say. Any questions before I get into slides? Because I share with you quite a bit. Any comments on that? When you see Zillow coming in as a brokerage, then you also see there's a potential of what's called discounting. A potential of, this is not potential, this is actually happening. Zillow is now also buying properties direct from sellers, and they're going to give them pennies to the dollar, and they're going to charge them exorbitant service fees in the transaction, but they're not going to charge them a commission. That's going to be their selling point. Oh, you pay zero commission, but you're going to pay a 7.5% in service fees. That's what they're doing. It might change from different marketplaces, so don't quote that rate. But that's what I heard from yesterday's class, that they're going to charge them fees. They're going to just buy them cash. These properties won't hit the market, and they're going to overcharge them on the service fees, but they're going to label it as no commissions. So that's that. If there's no questions, I'm going to go on to our newest listing right here. This is Henry Liu. Congratulations. So you got 612 North First Avenue in Arcadia. Nice $1 million, 68,000, 4-bedroom home. Good luck on this. It's a very nice, attractive front curb appeal. Nice little family of palm trees up there in front. Congratulations. Anything, if you have any clients for that, talk to Henry. Congratulations to Lois. She had a beautiful Montrose listing here. Great price, and they sold quickly, $775,000, and it's already in escrow in the first 2 weeks. We're in a hot market, so we're going to be expecting, if you want to get a good deal, or if you want to get your property, get your clients into the, get the contract accepted, you got to get in your foot in the door early. You got to be scheduling appointments, following the MLS, and reviewing the materials. This is a San Marino property for lease. We got a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 4350 is the asking per month. And talk to Steve if you have any clients who want to be on Sierra Vista. Nice neighborhood right here in San Marino. Oh, congratulations to Tani. She has a 1166 Oak Knoll Terrace in Laverne. A nice new single family listing for $859,000. And this is an excellent, great location up in the hills. If you're north of Baseline and you're up here in the mountains, a lot of these homes are great in Laverne, in Upland, in San Dimas, a lot of cool stuff. So congratulations to Tani. Very peaceful, quiet living there. Henry Liu has another listing over here on 6th Avenue, Arcadia. 1.2 million, and you got a nice large lot of 11,574. It's a 1459 square foot single family. Talk to Henry if you have anyone looking for a nice little single family like this. And Steve does have a commercial lease on Las Tunas Drive. If you have anyone who wants to get a space for retail, we have a 5,700 per month, 2668 square foot building, 2750, I'm sorry, 2750 square foot lot as building. And I can't tell which one this is, but this is right here, just a block away. So from Temple City. Talk to Steve if you have any retail businesses that want to come in. Henry Liu, you got an 820,000 single family right here in San Dimas, 917 South Essex Road. Nice single family built in the 80s, 1852 square feet on a nice lot in Charter Oak neighborhood of San Dimas. Congratulations on Henry's, also his other listing over here. I think it's back on market. This is Old Forest Road in Hacienda Heights. And this is 780,000 for a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 6,000 lot, corner lot. And congratulations to Shanae. She's been working hard. She got a new lease. And this is 118 California in Arcadia. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5-bath, 2,700 per month. And Angel Lau, she's got another one here in San Gabriel. This looks like a nicely newly remodeled 320 Benkamp Street. This is a 2 units duplex, 1.12 million. And altogether, combined, you're getting 3,912 square feet on a very large 9,000 lot. That's a good deal. You're getting 2 newer construction buildings for 1.12. Good area of San Gabriel. Hopefully you guys have a client for this or you have an investor for this. I also wanted to introduce and share with you, I did visit this property to preview last week myself, and I want to congratulate David Chin, tremendously did a good job. He landed a nice, beautiful community of homes here in Arcadia. 13 units for sale, built in 2021, is gonna maybe 2020, but basically this is the first time on market right now. We're gonna be putting it in 909 to 917 Arcadia Avenue. There's different floor plans available. There's 2 primary ones that are available, plus there's also a fully detached townhouse as well. If you want to pay the premium to be in the front, that one is completely detached, no common walls. Or if you want to check it out, I do have a lot of great photos to share with you. I'll just spend the moment later on. I'll share the photos later on when it's ready. I think this is going to be coming out within a week. So if you have a client, this particular building has a great location. You're blocks away from the Arcadia Santa Westfield Mall. You are having parking, direct access, garage, a subterranean, and there is also very high-end features in here, high ceilings. You have custom balcony right there. You have other cool things like there's an intercom and a monitor for surveillance in every single. There's like 6 of them all throughout the house to help you, access and let people into your to the front door. And one of the other cool things I saw in here, I mean, the bathrooms were gorgeous, great tiling. The materials they used were, to me, high-end, luxury grade. And you got elevators and those types of amenities here. So talk to David if you have any clients looking for a brand new townhouse. They will be starting somewhere in the, I think, 1.08 range and up. Here's another view of that same community, and you can see it's a corner lot, very large. The builder of this, the construction company, is not a ABC Mickey Mouse overseas China person who used poor craftsmanship, which we have to be watchful of. some people, investors have used terrible drywall, did a terrible job on the foundation, and they built very, very Mickey Mouse properties. So always keep an eye on that. This one's built by Tipping Construction Company, and Tipping is a very reputable company that does Arcadia very well and knows Arcadia code compliance very well. Jimmy Osaki has a new listing here in Monterey Park. I want to share with you a lot of activity already in its first week. 739,000 is a single family. This might be a typo. I don't think it's 64,000 lots. But JL, please check into the lot size on the MLS if this is correct. May and Melissa are tag teaming a nice new little townhouse for lease. 750 Fairview Ave in Arcadia, 3,300 per month. I think you're going to contact Melissa if you have any showings or any clients that want to see it. Price is pretty good for a nice Arcadia location. We had some closings I want to celebrate, and Angela, congratulations on your closing on Rose Glen Street, Temple City. This is a 1,200 plus square foot single family, great attractive curb appeal, and I like that you stay in compliance by not showing any advertisement of a company logo or a company sign. That's the MLS violation. Good job, Angela. Good job, Irv. You have also Irv Tons closed 3202 Royal Oaks Drive in Duarte. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,446 square foot single family. Beautiful picture, beautiful front. Everything kind of looks really, really wide frontage. Oh, I remember this one. This is Nancy and Michael Liu. They're closing this Big Bear Lake single family cabin. It's an A-frame cabin retreat, great for Airbnb. We had some talks on this, and I'm happy to see them close this one out. This one has been a long escrow, but I'm happy to see this one finally come to success. So great job, guys. And congratulations to Margaret Lee. She just closed on this Arcadia single family house. It's 2869 Doolittle Avenue. It's 1,466 square feet and had a nice 5420 lot. Henry Liu, congratulations on his Glendale closing. This is 3730 Fifth Avenue. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Very nice. Happy to see Henry's been very busy, as you can see. And he also has this little condo sold. This is 515 Fairview Avenue in number 18 in Arcadia. So as you can see, him and his team have been very, very busy. He's also has just closed 400 acres in the city of Ocotillo. I have no idea where this is, but he was selling 17 million square feet lot size, and it says there's mining and railroad possibilities. Someone wanted it. Someone maybe hopefully is going to strike gold with this. So congratulations, Henry. And you just got this one closed. Irv Tons has a nice little closing over here on Garden Grove. This is a retail shopping center, community strip center. And congratulations to Irv for getting this one done. And Henry Liu just closed this nice industrial building. This is Valley Boulevard in El Monte. Finally, someone has got this one sold. Maybe we'll see this one get upgraded and renovated. Henry, please don't put the company sign when you do it on MLS. That's a violation. And but I'm very happy to see you get this closed. It's a nice 26,000 square foot building area in El Monte. In California City, we have some nice, this is a gorgeous picture of dirt. Has nice texture. You can see that there's basically vacant land available. 852,000 a lot. So if you have anyone looking for something in California City, it's a new and upcoming city that there is a lot of new construction nearby. Here's some dirt to get yourself started. and you could build, because I know they are building a lot more supply out there. Henry closed this office building as well. This is a 5153 Holt Boulevard in Montclair. This is a 12,000 plus square foot building with various type of retail in there. And Melissa, she's been on fire recently. She has 798 Newmark Avenue in Monterey Park. Nice little sale and closing, and congratulations to her. Michael Dang, he just closed on 161 North Avenue 21, Los Angeles. This was a 4-month escrow, and very excited to see that he helped purchase this property for his daughter, not purchase it for them, but his daughter did purchase a property using their own funds, and he helped represent them and get this deal done. So excited to see the family getting more involved in real estate as well. And we have Marshall Mar. Congratulations on your Redondo Beach closing. This multi-million-dollar estate is near the beach, 2104 Nelson Avenue. Marshall did a great job, gave me a great file, and I'm very happy to see this one come to close. And Jonathan Go, he's awesome. He's working out in Orange County, and he got this one closed in Trabuco Canyon. Gorgeous looking single family structure. Look at this architecture and design. Nice 2-story building, but definitely you can see the high ceilings, the craftsmanship. It's boxed out well. The roof lines are actually proper for everything here. I can see it's designed very nicely. He got this one closed, and very happy to see him succeed in a new stage in his career. He's really up and coming. Jack Chan as well is up and coming. We got 607 Glenmore, and he just closed. He just closed 598,000. Nice little condo over here. Multiple offers. Very smooth. Did a job very smoothly, and just excited to see his young career finally come to more success. Angel, congratulations to hers on 456 Huntington Drive, Arcadia. This is a nice condo over here on Huntington Drive, so right from the mall. Anyone else have any listings or anything you want to pitch or coming soon? If you do want to get access to your Coldwell Banker Help Desk, My CV Desk, and all of the cool tools that they have there, there is a phone number that they help you with, or they'll teach you any of the products, how to get support, and change your passwords, easy stuff like that. So there are some changes in there, so make sure you often come back, check out your Zap page, update your content, and let me know if you have any questions. Any questions right now? Well, with that, I'm going to end today's sales meeting. Hopefully you can have enough time to sign up for Gov Hutchinson's training. I believe, there was an invite for that as well. I will be busy this week, so if you need to reach me, I think it's best to text me and I'll call you back during my breaks. But I do have a lot of director meetings I'm going to be going to, so please let me know if you need any questions or any support. I'm here for you. And you guys all, please celebrate Lunar New Year with your families. Just have a great time, be safe, stay out of busy crowds. And I know outdoor dining is available in Los Angeles, but just always exercise your own precautions. Thank you, guys.
Okay,
and let's hope the year of the ox is good for everyone.
Take care. Thank you. Stay safe.
Someone help me find one of these cats.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Happy New Year for everyone.
Happy New Year's. 恭喜发财，新年快乐。
Yes. 健康啊，现在要。
Yeah, I'm married now, so I don't get to ask for 红包 anymore.
Yeah.